Hey everyone, let's do a trade recap. I'm also going to teach you the exact method I use to have a trailing stop loss. So, today is March 9th, 2026. It's a Monday. There was no red news today. I took a bearish trade today and it failed. And I'll show you all the details. So, I'm not going to go into the exact details of exactly how my strategy works, but basically I was taking a trade off of this bearish 1 hour fair value gap. This trade requires a resweep of a high with high time frame fair value gap as support. We had this new week opening gap here, so we can go here. You can see we have our new week opening gap, which is the, if you don't know, it is the gap between Friday's close and Monday's open. So we had not, the high was not up in this gap. It was in the 1 hour fair value gap below the gap, right below the gap. I'm not super experienced with this specific situation, and so I just treated it like a normal resweep. As you can see, we reswept that high, dipped into the gap, and we made a 4-minute entry here. After that, I entered market here, and we failed using our trailing stop loss. Now, onto the trailing stop loss. Ever since I learned this, no issues. Every single time that this trailing stop loss is hit, the market always reverses. It is never wrong. So I'm going to share it, because why not? Okay, so you need to be familiar with intermediate term highs and lows, which are pretty much, it is a, for example, short-term low. You're looking for intermediate term low. You're looking for a short-term low in between two other short-term lows on the right and left. So, for example, here, let me get the maybe the trend line tool. I gotta find it really quick. Path, we'll do that. So that's a short-term low, another short-term low, followed by short-term low on the left, short-term low on the right, short-term low in the middle. So this would be an intermediate term low here. That's what you're looking for. You need to get good at identifying short-term lows and intermediate term lows and highs. This green line here also counts as an intermediate term high, even though there isn't a short-term high to the left. It counts because it's dipping into a fair value gap. So if you have this type of pattern and a short-term low on the, or a short-term high on the right, you're able to count that as a intermediate term high. Hopefully that makes sense. But pretty much what happened was after I entered the trade, we kind of, farted around a little bit. And then we closed below this intermediate term low. Then that means I'm looking for the closest intermediate term high to move my stop loss to. So regular place, it was just up here. But then once we closed it below this, it was this. We could have also done here as well. So that one. Because we had short-term low on the left, short-term low in the middle, short-term low. Well, this is not helping. I'm going to hide that for just a second. And then a short-term low on the right as well. Or short-term high. I keep, you know what I mean. Sandwich between the two. So that's the high. It's like a 3 mountain peak, like this. Like that. That's how you know you have an intermediate term high. Like that. And that's the high. So once you find that, and it closes below, it has to close below. It can't wick below. It's got to close. That indicates that if price is going to continue that way, then I'm good putting my stop loss at that high. And so I moved my stop loss down to this one. This is a little bit sloppier than I like. So I kind of just moved it to that one. And it stopped me out. I lost like 117 on one of my accounts, the two other accounts. The two other accounts I was risking twice as much at. I was risking 1,000 on those and 500 on the others. So I really like minimized the loss today. That's why this is so powerful. I completely avoided this big ass loss here. Completely avoided this loss. This would have been a $500 loss on one account, the lead account, and then 1,000 on the other two accounts. And I minimized that to 117 on the lead account and 250 on the other two accounts. So happy with that. So happy with that. And it ended up moving up, which is kind of normally what it does when you have a new week opening gap. Tends to want to go and close it. But anyway, yeah, that's how you minimize your risk when you trade. By the way, this is all on the 1 minute chart. I'm always looking for these intermediate term highs and lows on the 1 minute. Yeah, so stop me out. Done for the day. And that's it. I think there maybe was a point where we dipped into the 1 hour, but I don't think, yeah, there was no trade there. That's it. Pretty happy with that. So I'll minimize my loss. I'm still close when I full ported on Friday. I was very, very, very close to passing the funded account. And today I only lost $100 on it, so I'm still very, very close to passing it in one trade. Yeah. So if you want to see more of this stuff, see more of my trade breakdowns, see my progress towards getting my next payout, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.